Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Fig Nukin Records. We're here again with another ranking every CD I own. And today's album is another winter themed album, Savatage's Dead Winter Dead. Um, this album. Well, first of all, I guess this album came out in October of 1995. Um, I would say it's probably Savatage first album, really showing them delving into that um, big TSO style. Of course, having one of the biggest songs, Christmas Eve, Sarajevo, 1224, which maybe this should have been released on 1224, but we got more Christmas stuff coming, and this is kind of more Christmas adjacent. Also, we got Godzilla behind me over here, joining us, I guess, for this show. But also, I've been sick, so that's why there hasn't been an episode in a little bit. Um, and I'm still recovering, so my voice is gonna be a little messed up. But yeah, let's talk about this album. Starts off with Overture, which honestly gives me really like Perry Mason vibes, weirdly. Into Sarajevo, a awesome song to like start off the album, talking about uh kind of just talks about the gargoyle, honestly, but it is cool. Um, this is the time, which is kind of more of a ballady epic with a really cool fucking guitar intro. That's really cool. One thing I will say is the guitar on this album is fucking awesome. Then you get into the more thrashy I am. Um, that song is really cool. Starlight, again, more of a. I think that one's more of a ballad, more softer than some of the other ones. And then you get back into thrashy. Doesn't matter anyway. Then more of a um, softer. This isn't what we meant. Into the um, more piano heavy Mozart and Madness. And then you get Memory, Dead Winter Dead intro, Dead Winter Dead, which is a cool metal song. One Child into Christmas Eve, and then Not What You See. It's a really well um, made album. I've been listening to. This is probably the one I've listened to the most. Um, I will say I'm not as big a fan of John Olivia's vocals on this, um, but I think like it's kind of I don't know what the right word is to say. It almost sounds more artsy and more. It sounds more like TSO than I think Savatage. Like this is I think blurs the line more. I still think like there's stuff that just does not fit in TSO. Like doesn't matter anyway. Just does not fit in TSO, and I am does not fit in TSO. But I do love me this album. It's a really good album. I just think there's some things that bring it down from being a perfect album. I do think the track listing is really good. The guitar is really good. The instrumental, like overall, is really good. To me, the weakest part of this album is John Olivia's vocals. Uh, I'm if I'm messing that up, which is always a potential. I'm gonna fact check myself now, but uh, because man, I would hate to be the guy who's saying the wrong name. Um, but dude, I'm so out of yeah, John Olivia, cool. I want to make sure because I know um the other brother um the other brother of course is the one who passed away, and I believe yeah, Chris passed away in 1993. Cool. I want to make sure I wasn't saying the wrong one. I was like, I better not be, because then I'll get fucking torched in the comments. But yeah, this is a great album. Super fun. I guess this album is without Chris, actually, um, too. But I do really think this album is awesome still. Um, super cool. Um, yeah, it's kind of hard for me to say too much. Just with my throat and everything. I wish I could be better for this review. But let's dive in this tier list. Like I said, I think this is kind of when it gets a little. It's really good album, and I could see why people would say, yeah, maybe this is Savage's best album. I think it is their most popular album, but that might just be because of Christmas Eve, honestly. But I do really love it. I'm gonna put it at A. I think it's more than just a step up from AFI. I think this is an A tier album. Like I said, I just wish John's vocals were a little more consistent on here. I do really like the album. It's not even like I think his vocals are like bad or anything like that. It's just I think they're too like I don't even know what the right word is. Like, I think it's just like too TSOE. You know what I mean? And I'm just not as big of a fan. But this is a cool album. If you guys enjoy this, drop a like, subscribe, stay tuned for more. I know, like I said, I'm sorry this is a shorter probably video. My throat's messed up and I can't talk too long, but I wanted to get this out for y'all so I could get on to the next album and start getting that listened to. Thank y'all for staying tuned. I hope you guys are having a good holiday season so far. And let's continue rocking out. Peace.